Ué. Como assim, cara? Entendi.
It's like a cage wrapped around my brain. You seem to have the key sucked away, but made the saves. Walk away, you say you've had enough for us. So staring through the window, forget the fate again. Open up your eyes and take a breath, go breathe.
Tá rolando normal aí, galera? Acho que tá com problema. Cara, que ridículo, cara. Galera, quem puder me dar um retorno aí se a live tá normal, eu agradeço, hein? Será que deu algum problema na live? Não, acho que tá normal já. Acho que tá normal já, hein, galera. E aí, Luiz Felipe, como é que você tá, mano? Tudo tranquilo? Tudo bem, velho? Boa tarde aí, hein, galera. Tamo junto. Valeu demais aí pela presença. Me dê um feedback aí se vocês puderem. Só de um lado? Como assim? Que bosta, hein, mano? Deixa eu ver se eu consigo resolver isso aí. Calma aí que eu vou ver aqui agora. Calma aí que eu vou tentar resolver isso, hein. Você não tá conseguindo resgatar o game, mas como assim, mano? Fala, Infinity, aí, mano. Como é que você tá, velho? Tudo tranquilo? Ô, Infinity, me fala aí como é que tá o áudio aí, porque o amigo disse que tá saindo só de um lado. Não conecta a conta na live? Sério, mano? Pô, bem zoado isso, hein? Bem zoado, mano, isso aí. Deixa eu só compartilhar aqui rapidinho, galera. O meu também tá só de um lado. Cara, eu tenho que descobrir o que é isso, mano. Não tô conseguindo descobrir aqui. Não entendi nada agora. Tava normalzinho, cara. Que merda, velho. Odeio quando dá esses problemas. Vocês não tem noção como eu odeio, velho. Pior que eu não consigo nem descobrir aqui, velho, também. Não tô conseguindo. Eu tô percebendo aqui pelo gráfico que tá bem zoado, entendeu? Tô percebendo aqui. Deixa eu fazer uma parada aqui pra ver se melhora aí. Me dá um toque aí se melhorar. Vê aí se melhorou, rapaziada. Acho que não. Acho que não vai melhorar em nada, não. Ué, tinha voltado ao normal? Então calma aí. Tá normal agora? Tá normal agora, Infinity? Tá saindo nos dois alto-falantes aí? Me confirma aí. Cara, pior que eu não mexi em nada. No meu tá. Então, eu não mexi em nada, velho. Pode acreditar, velho. Eu não mexi em nada. Não modifiquei nada. Só desativei uma paradinha e ativei de novo. Mas tipo, não mexi em nada, velho. Esses bugs escroto que dá, cara. É uma merda. Deixa eu compartilhar, galera, rapidão. É, deve ser bug. Deve ser bug isso aí, o bug do programa que deve ser. Ou do próprio microfone mesmo, sei lá. Quando encerrar eu vou tentar resolver isso aí, galera. Não vou conseguir resolver isso agora não. Vai ser muito complicado resolver isso agora. Tô tentando aqui, mas tá complicado. Vê aí como é que tá. Tá a mesma coisa, né? Tem como mexer nisso agora não. Eu tô tentando resolver aqui. Vamos ver se eu consigo aí. Sei lá, parece que pelo gráfico aqui eu tô vendo que tá aparecendo mais um lado, entendeu? Fala, Bruninho aí, mano. Como é que você tá? Valeu demais aí pela presença, hein, galera. O pessoal tá falando que tá com um probleminha aí, que tá aparecendo o som só em um lado do headset. Mas eu vou tentar resolver isso daí, hein? Fiquem tranquilos. Não agora, né? Vai ser impossível resolver agora. Mas eu vou tentar resolver. Assim que encerrar a live a gente tenta aí. Pessoal, quem puder compartilhar aí, agradeço demais, hein? Onde vocês puderem. Oi? Sim, o Infinity vazou pra caramba. Mas é aquilo, né, velho? Vazou o Far Cry ali e tal. Quero ver gameplay, né? Se eles mostrarem gameplay vai ser da hora. Fala, Daime, aí, mano, como é que você tá? Tudo tranquilo aí, mano? Ô Daime, me fala uma coisa aí, tu que chegou aí também. Vê se meu áudio tá saindo só de um lado só, a minha voz. Parece que bugou aí o programa, mano. Ou foi o programa ou foi o próprio microfone. Tá muito baixo minha voz? Tá muito baixa, mano. Porque aqui pra mim tá no talo, velho. É música sem copyright, pô. É só pra deixar passar um tempinho. Deixa eu diminuir mais um pouco aqui a música. Tá muito baixo minha voz ainda, mano. Beleza, beleza. Tamo junto, ô Daime. Tamo junto. Mas não sei se você reparou, mas a partir do Assassin's Creed Unity tá tudo vazando da Ubisoft. Sim, ô Infinity. Eu já percebi isso já. Ah, sempre tem, né, mano? Sempre tem um que... Sempre tem. Infelizmente, o que não falta é gente vazando aí, mano. As coisas dos eventos. Beleza, Daime, tamo junto. Vamos ver se a gente grava hoje o podcast, hein? Ver se a gente convoca o drop. Deixa eu compartilhar aqui no Instagram. No Instagram não, no Twitter. Vamos ver se aparece alguma coisa de bom nesse evento, hein? Deixa eu mandar aí agora. Galera, desculpem aí esse lance do áudio tá só em uma parte do headset. Mas eu vou tentar resolver isso daí assim que a live encerrar, eu já vou ver isso. Agora não tem como ver não mais não. Manda aí. Dia 23 é do Xbox. Pô, nem falem o Infinity. Também tô bem hypado, velho. Estão deixando a gente sonhar, hein? Estão deixando a gente sonhar com muita coisa boa, hein? Vamos ver aí o que a Microsoft vai apresentar, hein? Tô com uma expectativa boa pro evento. E aí, Blunk? O que tu manda aí, meu parceiro? Não, e também nem tem como mostrar tudo o Infinity. Primeiro que eles têm que ter alguma carta na manga, enfim, eles não podem sair mostrando tudo assim. Segundo que muitos projetos estão em desenvolvimentos ainda, velho. Muitos jogos aí, enfim. Eles não podem sair mostrando tudo de uma vez, então é aquilo. Eles vão mostrar bastante coisa, mas é aquele lance, né, velho? Eles não podem mostrar tudo, entendeu? Vamos aí, tiver uma paradinha aqui. Faltando pouco tempo, hein, galera, pra começar aí. Cara, eu tô muito bolado com esse lance do microfone, velho. Vocês não tem ideia, velho. Tô muito bolado com esse bagulho. Ai, galera, vamos aguardar aí. Depois eu vou tentar resolver esse BO aí. Ai, caraca, mano. Vamos ver se a Ubisoft vai fazer um evento bom. Porque o da EA... Ah, mano, nem fala, velho. Ainda bem que eu não perdi meu tempo transmitindo. Eu até pensei em transmitir, só que depois que eu pensei legal, eu falei, ah, vou transmitir não, na moral. Ainda bem que eu nem transmiti nada. tivesse transmitido aquilo ali, eu ia ficar muito puto, mano. Eu ia ficar muito puto, na moral. Falta de respeito, cara, aquilo ali, velho. Aquele evento ali, na moral. Falta de respeito. Deixa eu botar o áudio aí da live aí, galera.
They will expect the same from you, especially as you will be able to carry them.
Falem isso, tá saindo muito.
Requires it.
Se minha voz tá
The
muito.
teammates will also be your best allies in any vehicle, especially on the road and during high-stake pursuits.
Tá
The
muito
teammates
baixa.
will be available
Comparando
for all
aí ao
solo
áudio
Ghost
da
Recon
live.
Breakpoint players
Me
on
avisem
July
aí.
15th, and we cannot wait to see your reactions. We'll see you on the battlefield, Ghosts.
Hey Ghosts, I'm Grace from the Ghost Recon team. As you've just seen, the AI teammates are finally landing in Ghost Recon Breakpoint with our next major update on July 15th. Alongside the AI teammates, this update comes with a ton of new content, including a gunsmith upgrade, new PvP content, quality of life updates, and more. You will be able to try it all during our next free weekend from July 16th to July 20th. But that's not all, we've got one last thing to show you. Enjoy, and we'll see you on Aroa, Ghosts.
To anyone listening, this is Haruhi Ito speaking for the Outcasts. We stand against Sentinel's illegal occupation of Aroa. We call on all of Aroa to join us. Separated, Sentinel wins.
Tá bom? Então tá beleza.
But united, we cannot be defeated.
Acho que a gente tá um pouquinho atrasado, hein? Calma aí. Deixa eu recarregar aqui pra ver.
And now our very final
Outra
video for
coisa.
this pre-show is another episode of our wow moments comparing the craziest and coolest clips from you, our players.
3 minutinhos, hein?
Anyone else want to try to do better than that?
I was gonna interrogate him.
Tem como resolver isso não, hein, galera, agora, hein?
Oh, okay.
Tentando aqui um tempão.
Last stop standing.
So there's a line that people want me to yell, but I can't usually do it because I'll freak out my neighbours. But as you can see, I'm at the Crashing Ocean Beach and there's no one too close, so... Reloading! Fuck, someone saw me. I gotta go.
Caraca, essa aí é clássica, hein? Que isso, velho. Oh.
If you also have amazing gameplay segments you captured from our games, spread the joy and submit them on the link displayed on your screen right now. All right, guys, it is time for us to wrap up this pre-show.
Don't forget to stay tuned for our post-show featuring a deep dive into the world of Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Thanks a lot for watching this pre-show and enjoy Ubisoft Forward.
Eu acho que para resolver isso daqui vou ter que atualizar o programa aqui.
Explore our worlds.
Meet the devs. See the games.
Join us.
Hi everyone, I'm Neelam Kumar and I'm very excited to be co-hosting the first Ubisoft Forward with the talented Yusuf Mageed. Today's show is all about getting up close and in-depth with all the exciting games we have in production here at Ubisoft.
I'm Yusuf, but there's no time to waste. So let's head straight for the streets of futuristic London and see what the hackers of DedSec are getting into.
The illegal paintings spreading subversive and hostile messaging over the last few weeks across London are not the work of several people as was originally believed, but the work of an individual. The criminal suspected to have links with the terrorist group DedSec is marked as Authorities recommend not to approach the individual.
First, they came for the foreigners, and I did not speak out, because I was not a foreigner.
Vamos lá, hein?
Then, they came for the protesters, and I did not speak out, because I was not a protester. Then they came for the journalists.
Pegando aqui o celular da minha esposa pra me ver os comentários. Tá usando o meu?
And then they came for street artists. But I did not speak out.
Cara, esse...
Because I am not a street artist.
Esse Watch Dogs aí, caraca, tá embromando pra sair, hein? Na moral, hein? O jogo parece tá maneiro, mas... Caraca, já tem quanto tempo já que anunciaram esse game aí? 2 anos? Acho que é mais, até mais, né? Eu acho. Por aí, 2 anos. Eu acho. Watch Dogs pra mim só o primeiro é bom. O primeiro é legal, mano. 2 anos e meio, né? É mais ou menos isso aí mesmo, o Infinity. Suspeitava que fosse isso. Mas eu achei legalzinho também o Watch Dogs 2. Só não zerei. Eu comecei a jogar, mas acabou que eu meio que parei. Tem que voltar e pegar ele de novo pra zerar.
After a long night, London is in chaos. The main arteries through the city are blocked. Hundreds of heavily armed Albion...
Well. Welcome to the Resistance. Here's a welcome gift for our new members.
A Ubisoft tem uns joguinhos aí pra lançar, hein? Caraca.
Try it on.
The new key suspect has been identified as David Ford.
E o Assassin's Creed, hein? Começou a vazar, hein, mano? Caraca, mano. Já vazou boss fight. Já vazou coisa pra caraca. Com esses vazamentos aí, poderia dar uma adiantada no game, né? Poderia.
I'm Clint Hawking.
Clint has been a longtime creative force here at Ubisoft, and now he's bringing this vision to Watch Dogs Legion.
So yeah, what we just saw was an amazing short film by the director Alberto Mielgo that was inspired by Watch Dogs Legion and looks at the game and the universe and the characters through his incredible artistic vision and visual style.
The city needs a resistance.
Like the film, Watch Dogs Legion tells the story of ordinary heroes setting aside their differences in order to come together as a collective and fight for positive change.
O drop. Eu gostei, velho.
Literally recruit and play anyone
eu sou suspeito a falar, eu gosto pra caralho.
Profile people that are interesting to you. You help them with their problem. You play their origin mission.
Just help me get some closure.
O único jogo que eu não tô empolgadão assim que vai lançar é o Cyberpunk, cara.
And that's how you recruit them
Sinceramente,
into
eu não
your team, and then they become the heroes of the game and the stars of your story.
And what are you doing in my flat? You with Albion?
Please, think more underground.
You with Albion?
I'm tickled, but think more underground.
What, DedSec? Yeah, right, and I'm Che Guevara. You're done.
And they make the story not only, unique to them, but unique to you as the player and personal to you because they're, heroes that you've chosen and invested in. What would I say to fans? I guess I'd say, take care of yourselves, stay safe. Welcome to the Resistance.
Our London town. A modern metropolis. Built on history and prosperity. Only took 12,000 years to build it up.
Provavelmente eu vou acabar jogando esse Watch Dogs aí, mas não sou tão fã de game futurista não. Por isso que eu não tô tão empolgado assim pro Cyberpunk. Não tô tão chegado a game futurista não. Até jogo, mas não sou não.
The government turns to a private military company called Albion to keep everyone safe. What could possibly go wrong? Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Nigel Cass, CEO of Albion. He's kindly stepped up to establish order.
Understand this. I will not allow anyone, not even myself, to jeopardize this.
He will stop at nothing to permanently control the city.
London will be the first city in the world to be made truly safe.
Nigel's not the only opportunist who's taken a liking to this fair city. Meet Mary Kelly, head of the most powerful crime syndicate in London.
Be sure and spread the word.
She and her goons are using the dark web to sell everything from party pills to people.
This microchip is scary, I know, but I got to keep tracks on my merchandise tonight.
Rapaziada, uma pergunta, vocês estão achando os gráficos do game bonito assim? O que vocês estão achando do gráfico do Watch Dogs? Eu sei que vê umas gameplay assim CG, mas perde muita qualidade do que você jogando, né? O YouTube flopa pra caramba, né? Mas o que vocês estão achando dos gráficos?
Everyone could become your next secret weapon. In our first mission, we need to get some dirt on Nigel Cass, and that means breaking into
pra mim também tá ok, não tô
inside
achando
the
nada
Tower of London. All the hardy souls you see here are people we have recruited from the streets of London.
Tipo
They
assim,
all
tá
have
bonito.
unique abilities, and you're free to tackle this mission with whoever you like.
Dear God, my eyes. Badly. Zip up, get to work, and let's never talk about this again.
Like everyone in DedSec, Arthur can hack pretty much whatever. But as a construction worker, he has a particular set of tools that make him handy. He can even call his own cargo drone.
Caraca, mano, que doideira, velho.
Perfect for gate crashing when you're not
Caraca,
invited.
mano.
And who needs a regular old gun when you have a bloody nail gun?
Come here, you soidoid shitboy.
Jesus Christ, what is that thing? Perhaps we could approach this mission differently. If you'd rather keep your distance, we've got you covered. Amy is a drone expert.
What have we here?
A real tech connoisseur.
Hate spiders, but love this one.
What an adorable creepy crawler.
Here we are. Let's class the place up.
A drone expert does have the unique ability to summon their own drone.
Espera aí, pelo que eu tô entendendo, cada um deles é focado em alguma coisa, né?
She fired, she hit.
I'm reading incoming drones.
She can also hack enemy drones, turning the tide in her favor. And if you are not into direct confrontation, there are more ways than one to get the job done.
E aí, Sugimoto? É, mano.
Recruiting an Albion officer like Brielle
Pelo
here
jeito,
might
cada
be
um desses
challenging.
personagens aí vão ter uma habilidade, tá ligado?
Don't mind me, just doing recon for a bunch of insurgents.
However, do anything
Pelo jeito vai ser
suspicious
assim,
and
pelo
she'll
jeito.
probably wind up with a bullet in the back of her head.
You've been approved for entry.
We're missing the human element here. I can get the defense minister on the line.
Tipo, igual aquela mulher, ela tava usando aquele robô lá que parecia uma aranha lá. Do jeito, cada um vai usar uma coisa.
Criminals running our streets. Illegals threatening our families. The police commissioner himself. Assassinated by terrorists.
Well, that seems to be enough evidence. Next up, we're crashing Mary Kelly's organ farming operation and putting a stop to it.
That's good. The buyers expect high quality stuff.
And we need a hard nut for this.
Impairing our frontal lobe again, are we?
Bags, don't disturb me in my natural habitat.
Say hello to Mickey. The man lives for his team.
That put another hair on my chest.
And doesn't mind getting his hands dirty. He does have a slight drinking problem, though.
O couro comendo tá legal, velho.
And he's passed out. We'll come back to him.
Tipo assim, a pancadaria tá legal, velho.
Let's go with someone a bit more professional.
Ah.
It's almost crass.
Tá
to call him
zoando.
a hitman.
Vocês estão notando uma parada? Caraca, mano, tá parecendo uma parte do filme do John Wick, mano. Se eu não me engano, é até o John Wick 1. Parece ser o Keanu Reeves, né? Não o personagem, né? Mas a maneira de combate, assim. Parece bastante.
Done and dusted.
Perceberam isso aí?
Not everyone in London is a legendary assassin or a super spy, but everyone can be a hero. So get out there, find the best recruits,
É, o Drop, parece pra caramba. Não o personagem. O personagem nada a ver. Pelo menos eu não achei não, mas o jeito assim do combate, assim, o estilo de luta e tal. O jeito que ele enfrenta os inimigos nos filmes, o Keanu Reeves lá, o John Wick, parecia muito o jeito dele matar os caras.
Here's Amanda Munt to tell us more.
De execução, tá ligado?
My name's Amanda Munt. I'm a level artist on Watch Dogs Legion at Ubisoft Toronto. Being a level artist, I think, is the coolest job in video games because we do get the freedom to kind of like pick and choose what little details we want to depict, and we get ample opportunities to tell the stories that we want to tell in the spaces that we're assigned to.
Vai lançar esse ano.
I have the capacity to hide things and, you know, like small little Easter eggs. In AC Unity, there was a boat somewhere in the world that was covered in cats. And then it happened again in Watch Dogs 2.
Na moral, eu fico reparando em fazer live aqui no YouTube, fazer live lá no Facebook. No Facebook é muito diferente,
I was
velho.
fortunate enough to go to E3 last year. Some of the people that I was showing our demo to were from London. So no matter where I dropped them in the city, they would go, "Oh my God, this feels like Camden. This, you know, this feels like Southwark. This feels like Westminster."
Em outubro, cara, eu tô empolgado aí pro Ghost, mano. Ghost of Tsushima. Ó, vendo umas finalizações malucas.
I love it.
Tô aguardando o momento de jogar o game. Graças ao máximo novamente, vou conseguir trazer aí no canal.
And now some news for Brawlhalla fans. In just a few weeks, you'll be able to battle it out with your favorite legends on iOS and Android devices.
Three, two, one, brawl!
Android e iOS. Mó socão, mano.
And now, whether you need a Tom Clancy action fix on the go, or want to dive back into one of the most beloved fantasy franchises in gaming, we've got you covered.
Isso aí deve ser de cartinha, né? Deve ser.
Target is being held on the ground floor.
Ué.
Contact! Mountain is down. Request air support. Target northeast rooftop.
Roger. Inbound, danger close.
I need an EMP deployed now.
EMP imminent.
Get back in your cell.
Elite Squad.
Hey, take this. Don't make me regret this.
Ih, esse aí, nego, vai jogar pra caramba, hein, no celular, hein? O pessoal gosta pra caramba desses games assim. Cartunesco, né? Parecido bastante com Fortnite, assim, em relação a design. Bem parecido.
In December 2015, a small team released Rainbow Six Siege. A game built on a strong vision,
pode crer.
creativity, competitiveness, and team play.
Pour le joueur, le 1er décembre, c'est un début, mais pour nous aussi. Il faut tout de suite s'engager et dire aux joueurs, ce jeu est installé, tu peux t'y installer aussi, et nous serons là.
That original vision was quickly adopted by our passionate community, propelling it to a whole new level.
I got it! This is such a special moment, and being at 1 year anniversary of Rainbow Six now, game being stronger than ever, and more players today than we had in the past, it means the world to us.
Gisele.
But we also had our share of challenges.
Quem conseguiu pegar o Watch Dogs 2? Eu nem tentei não, o Gisele. O pessoal falou que tava dando um bugzinho aí, mas pelo que eu tô sabendo, a Ubisoft falou aí que tem um... Ela anunciou através do Twitter também, que eu acho que quem assistir lá pelo site, diretamente do site, logado na conta no site, você já ganha automaticamente. Assistir o evento de lá, você já ganha automaticamente o game. E fica concorrendo a alguns sorteios. Não sei se é verdade, é o que estão falando lá no Twitter.
Tous les succès, c'est vraiment le résultat de autant de nous que de vous. Ce jeu, il est autant le vôtre qu'il est le nôtre, nous, l'équipe de développement.
Então, Gisele, o pessoal falou que realmente está tendo bastante problemas. Complicado, hein? Eu não tentei resgatar não, pegar o game não, até porque eu já joguei um pouco o game. Eu até tenho ele, só não terminei.
If you haven't tried it yet, dive into our new Operation Steel Wave update available now and take Ace and Malusi out for a spin.
O Luiz acabou falando aí que tava com problema.
Now, it's time to venture into the hyperscape.
Was that? A hack in the hyperscape. That's not supposed to be there. Let me get you.
O Sugimoto, eu nem sei como funciona esse lance do resgate do game. Fiquei sabendo mais ou menos por causa do Twitter. Em relação a Assassin's Creed, mano, sempre, velho. Não tem como não ficar hypado, não. Pra você ter ideia, as gameplays que vazaram aí, eu fiquei mandando tudo pro Máximo, cara. Porque eu e o Máximo a gente gosta pra caramba. Então o Máximo tava ocupado, aí a gameplay saía, vazava alguma coisa, já mandava pra ele. Tô hypadaço igual a ele.
In the hyperscape,
The biggest draw by far is Crown Rush. This is where anyone can become someone. If you get good at Crown Rush, it can change your life. But strange things have been happening lately. Rumors of people getting hurt. Users disappearing from the real world. A darker secret lies at the heart of Hyperscape. And we have to find it. Some of us are searching for a way up. Some of us for a way out. And for others, a new way altogether. That's what brings us to the edge of the future. To the Hyperscape.
Tem que apostar, né, o drop. Esse meio tá dando muito dinheiro, velho. Não é normal.
As a top creative here at Ubisoft.
For me, what's exciting is we started building it from scratch, seeing it grow.
Wellington Nunes manda um alô para a galera do grupo Arena Gamer. Salve aí pra galera do grupo Arena Gamer, tamo junto, hein? Um abração, hein, galera. Tamo junto.
They are launching what's called the Hyperscape, which is the virtual world and the internet of the future. It's the place where everything.
O grupo é bem da hora, hein, mano.
Within the virtual world, there is a battle royale that takes place in the virtual city of Neo Arcadia. Then we also introduce a lot of new things. You get the opportunity to do parkour on the rooftops, to go into interiors, it's much more narrow, much more stressful. You get to go to the landmarks where there's more opportunities to get cool items, but also more players.
É aquilo, né, velho?
Risk-reward kind of deal.
Tem que ter concorrência nesse meio aí pro pessoal que curte, né?
Hacks, special abilities that
Fortnite,
you can pick up on the
esses
fly
games
to
aí.
adapt your tactics. With hacks, you can do things like teleport yourself, you can wrap yourself into a ball and bounce around the battlefield. So, a lot of abilities that let you have
eu acho que se tivesse uma galera maior pra jogar, até eu jogaria mais. Mas como não tem, então eu nem jogo tanto, não. Mas é bom jogar em grupo. Em grupo é da hora.
So every few minutes there's going to be a vote and viewers will be able to decide what effect they want to affect the whole battle. So things like changing the gravity, infinite ammo or stuff like that. So players, while this happens, really have to adapt to all kinds of stuff that is happening.
Pô, pelo menos a live da Ubisoft tá legalzinha, velho. Tá mostrando gameplay, bastante novidade. O da EA foi uma vergonha, velho. Pelo amor de Deus.
All the players, all the streamers and all the viewers who participated in tech test and who will participate in the open beta. Here's a short glimpse of what you can expect.
Esperava mais pelo tamanho da EA, né, velho? Principalmente se ela voltasse com alguma IP antiga que ela abandonou, né? Seria da hora pra caraca. Tô esperando ainda, Infinity. Tô esperando.
Let's show them what I'm made of. Go time.
É assim, galera, a gente não pode reclamar. Eu sei que o pessoal que não gosta desse tipo de game às vezes reclama assim: pô, saindo esses joguinhos assim. Mas vocês têm que pensar que se um game desse der certo na empresa, né, a empresa fatura e pode investir em outra IP nova, de história, entendeu? Focada ali no single player, que seja bacana, ela pode investir mais em outras IPs. Então a gente tem que pensar nisso, tá ligado?
My name is Ana Maria Musca.
Se a empresa não for mercenária igual a EA, porra, a EA tá vivendo de FIFA
We switch different outfits, different fashion statements, different tattoos, different materials until we see them as real individuals, as real people. So the second you pick a character, you see them in game, you understand what their motivations are and what drives them and what challenges them. This was the first lineup of characters. This is our
sem
default
contar nos
base,
outros, né? Que ela
suga
até a alma.
Thought of, would this person actually like this type of outfit? Would this person enjoy the type of tattoos that we're putting on them? Will they actually like to be in this body? Each season, we plan to produce new outfits for these characters. So we're hoping some of our players are gonna see the effort and maybe even correlate some of the accessories to what's gonna happen in the game. We're very excited to see it in people's hands.
As we move into the next generation of gaming, Ubisoft has been working closely with console makers to take advantage of all the extraordinary capabilities these new consoles will offer.
Now we have a special guest to tell us a little more.
Hey everyone, Phil Spencer from Xbox. With Watch Dogs Legion, Ubisoft is supporting smart delivery. So you will get the absolute best version of the game on any version of Xbox you're playing on. On Series X, you'll get to take advantage of the amazing work the team has done with DirectX ray tracing to create an absolutely immersive version of London like you've never seen before. Ubisoft has a unique ability to create immersive worlds, setting a new bar that continues to drive our industry forward. I'm a huge fan of Assassin's Creed. I love the time I've spent exploring the world of Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Parece que vai mostrar rodando no Series X, hein? O Assassin's Creed.
From Assassin's Creed Valhalla that's coming up
Eita, nós, hein?
All right. We know you've been waiting to hear more about this game since it was announced back in April. And now it's time for a deep dive into the world of Vikings.
Chegou o momento que eu e minha esposa gostamos.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla. So a couple of weeks ago, we announced Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and the reaction from the fans was just amazing. The time period of Vikings is really, really inspiring. When we did our research, we found that, they were not mindless barbarians. Vikings were actually farmers trying to find new lands for them to settle. And so they had really human motivations. So for us to have this opportunity to tell kind of the real story about Vikings and kind of separate ourselves from the myths and the folklore
rola uma parceria
is really
ali,
something that drove us to make this game.
Mas
the team went to Norway and England to take the same
a
roads that the
deve
Vikings
mostrar
did,
bastante coisa
to
do
really
game.
experience what it meant to be a Viking.
Pode dar spoiler, né? Claro, né?
And then leaving Norway, which is barren but majestic, and just coming by boat in England and see those rolling green hills full of sheep, full of life, is just this moment
ver os vazamentos.
Most likely the Vikings felt
Confesso pra você que eu vi, velho. Que o filme era foda.
And this is exactly the feeling we want players to experience in this game. It is a personal adventure, it is the story of Eivor.
O Infinity, a mudança veio por causa do Phil Spencer,
either a male or a female.
O público do Xbox tem que ser muito grato a esse cara aí.
They will have to leave Norway to settle in England because you just can't
fãs
live in
de
Norway
verdade,
anymore.
né?
There's too
Não
much
fanáticos.
political pressure, no resources
Mas
available.
os fãs mesmo tem que agradecer o Phil, hein?
Obviously, in England, it's full of Anglo-Saxons and other people, and they don't really want you there. So you will have to fight your way there to kind of build your own settlement and see your clan prosper.
Eu acho que não, Sugimoto.
Vikings were brutal warriors.
Pelo que eu lembro aí, eu acho que não vai ter não. Eu lembro que falaram sobre isso. Acho Acho que não vai ter batalha naval, não.
We're mastering a lot of weapons coming from the medieval times really inspired us to kind of revamp the fight system. To leverage
Quero
the
gameplay,
brutality
pô.
and the intensity of Viking combat. Vikings
Caraca,
were
mano.
not only
A
fighting
impressão minha
face to
arrancou
face,
a orelha do
they were
maluco ali.
masters of stealth and deception when needed. They used basically any sort of tactics they could use to win the battle. So we want to portray the full range of combat that you can imagine coming from the Vikings.
Sim, ô Sugimoto. Exatamente.
We are very happy to finally be able to show you the game we've all been working on. So please enjoy this deep dive into Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
É, agora vai mostrar, hein? Agora vai mostrar, hein, pelo jeito, hein? Aí.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla. You will relive the
Mostrar
epic
pouquinho do
saga
game.
of the Viking invasion of England. You play as Eivor, a Viking from Norway, who will lead his or her battle-hardened warriors across the North Sea to the British Isles. Eivor is driven by an ambitious goal, to build a thriving Norse settlement in a hostile land.
For the good of our clan, it is time we go a Viking. Today we raid.
Viu, da hora, viu? Eles empurrando o barco pra sair
England is a
do
dark
local.
age tangle of broken kingdoms and warring dynasties, a land of opportunity and riches. As you prowl England's rivers by longship, you may raid locations you spot from the shoreline. Ground your ship and blow your horn to lead your raiding crew into battle.
Caraca, mano. Uma marretada no coco.
Your crew will assist you in all your raids, fighting enemies, battering down doors, and stealing cargo too heavy for one
Tá
set of
nada,
arms.
Infinity. Eu não achei não, velho.
Whatever riches and resources you pillage may be used to develop your settlement, giving you access to useful services, better tools, and new settlers. At the heart of your settlement is the Alliance map. It will serve as a record of the allies you have made, and a guide for future opportunities. The Viking Age was a time of warriors and legends. In Valhalla, you will find the largest variety of enemies ever assembled in an Assassin's Creed game.
Uma coisa interessante, você viu ali?
Every archetype offers a unique challenge.
O lance do sangue espirrando pra fora. Achei legal, hein?
Including the bodies of fallen warriors. To face these attacks, you must find and exploit your opponent's weaknesses to gain the upper hand.
Oh.
Take the fight to your
Arremessou ali uma lança ali da hora.
Snare them with a Viking harpoon.
Caraca, decepou o maluco, velho.
Incapacitate them with the new stun system to keep them at a distance.
Isso aí não tinha não, tá mais agressivo, hein?
Dual wield any two weapons you wish to unleash a deadly combination of attacks.
Ah, era isso que eu queria saber.
Customize your fighting style as you see fit.
Aí, vai ter diversidade de combate, ó. Da hora, hein, galera. Vai ter como usar um machadinho numa mão ou uma marreta pequena.
All combinations of weapons are available to dual wield, including two shields.
Da hora. Tem como bater até com o próprio escudo. Caraca, mano, tá muito insano, velho. Cadê o Máximo? Cadê o Máximo? Cadê o Máximo nessa hora? Pô, Máximo.
You may need to outsmart your enemies,
que isso,
avoiding
velho?
Unwanted attention in towns and bustling cities.
Esse aí tá sangrento, hein, galera?
Blend with crowds and slip past watchful eyes. An unseen hunter among the people.
Esse tá sangrento, hein? Caraca, mano.
From capital cities and villages to the dense forests and rolling hills of England, exploration is vital to keeping yourself sharp.
Viu? Ela tava disfarçado ali, viu? disfarçado.
Hunt and forage to replenish
Uma roupa diferente.
Search pagan temples and Roman ruins for new activities and challenges to strengthen yourself and your settlement.
Cara, eu e minha esposa somos suspeitos a falar, velho, de Assassin's Creed.
Secrets you will reveal.
Assault.
But as you push deeper into England, the enemy will push back. In a series of climactic moments, Assassin's Creed Valhalla will feature massive assaults in which you will lead Eivor's army into battle against heavily guarded Saxon fortresses.
Today we will reclaim her. Today we
Ô, Sugimoto, com certeza vai ter furtividade, só que vai ser um pouco reduzido, né? Eu acho.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla will
não, pensando melhor, eu acho que não. As partes que a gente tá vendo agora são partes de gameplay que você já tá chegando no local. Você já tá no local, tá ligado? Batalhando já. Então acho que não. Vamos ver, né? É muito cedo pra falar. Esse é um game que são horas e horas de gameplay. Caraca, mano. Esse tá sangrento, hein? Esse tá sangrento. Isso aí eu curti, hein?
9th century England is truly unlike anything the franchise has seen before.
Sim, o
Assassin's Creed Valhalla will release
esse aí vai ser mais RPG que os outros ainda.
PlayStation 5, Xbox One, PS4, PC, and Stadia.
We're close to wrapping up today, but before we go, our CEO, Yves Guillemot, is here to share a few words.
Caraca, hein?
I hope you will have enjoyed.
Mesmo não estando com um console de nova geração ainda, mas esse game aí no Xbox One X com uma QLED, hein, meu irmão.
And we haven't shown you everything yet. In fact, we have a lot more to come. So you will have
esse game aí no Xbox One X ou no PS4 Pro com uma QLED ou uma TV 4K aí.
Ending this show, we have one more thing to share with you.
Opa! Giancarlo. Ah, rapaz. Será que é o que eu tô pensando mesmo? Sim, ô Sugimoto. Far Cry, é. Far Cry. É, tinha que mostrar, né, o Infinity. Isso aqui é a introdução. Cara, tu acredita que nego, o trailer desse aqui mal saiu, o teaser, né, no caso. E o pessoal já tava falando, ai, o 3 é o melhor, o 3 é o melhor. Mano, pelo amor de Deus, velho. O nego não sabe nem como é que é esse 6 ainda. Ah, não. Vai mostrar de novo.
It's beautiful, amigo.
É o Drop. Estão dizendo mesmo.
But useless.
Será, mano, que é o Vaz mesmo?
Give me your hands.
Papa.
Mano, eu vou falar pra você. Quando ele tirou o pino, que eles foram lá pra cima lá, mano, eu pensei que ele ia mandar o moleque tacar a granada lá no pessoal lá embaixo que tava protestando lá. Juro pra você, velho. Eu pensei que o moleque ia tacar, velho.
What are you doing?
Breathe. The pin simply holds the handle in place. It is only when you let go.
O Wellington. A Ubi informou que o problema de login está sendo corrigido. Pô, maneiro, hein? Ainda bem que eles vão recompensar a galera, né? Tem que recompensar, né, velho? Dá uma moral pra galera aí que tá lá em peso, né? Bacana a atitude da Ubi. Por mais que a galera fique falando dos bugs dos jogos da Ubisoft, cara, mas são um dos games assim de produtoras que eu mais curto, cara. Ô Máximo. Ô Máximo, tu viu aí, mano, o Valhalla, velho? Esse aí vai estar mais sangrento, hein, velho? Vai ter como decepar o coco dos malucos, fazer um monte de parada, hein? Arrancar o bracinho. Cara, eu curti pra caramba, hein? Eu pensei que isso era uma menina. Sério? Infinity, sério que tu pensou isso? Ah, essa parte eu pensei que ele ia tacar a granada, velho. Pensei, caraca, ferrou, o moleque vai jogar a granada lá embaixo. Juro por Deus. Ah, caraca.
Because our country is like this grenade, except it has two basic parts.
Ô Máximo, depois de trocar uma ideia contigo sobre uma parada aí depois. Uma parada aí bem legal aí. Ah, mano, tem que ser, né, ô Máximo? Eu tava até falando aqui, cara, que das empresas assim, os games que eu mais curto é da Ubisoft, cara. Porque eu não vejo ela assim como tão mercenária igual o pessoal fala da EA, entendeu? Eu não vejo ela como mercenária. Ela faz um joguinho bacana e tal. Não... Você pode ver que geralmente... Aí, a data aí. Caraca, vai sair no dia 18 de fevereiro de 2021. Ano que vem. Tipo, a Ubisoft, ela baixa o valor dos games rapidinho. O game sai agora, poucos meses depois já tá rolando a promoção. 2 meses, 3 meses no lançamento. Não é igual uma Capcom, uma EA. Entendeu? A Capcom também não vejo ela como mercenária. O problema é que a Capcom ela faz um trabalho legal num game e no outro ela dá uma cagadinha ali que é foda. Opa, gameplay, Márcio. Ih, moleque. Olha lá, arrancou o coco do maluco, velho. Caraca, mano. Mano, esse aí eu sou suspeito a falar, velho.
We're going to take a deep dive into about 30 minutes of gameplay, and we're joined by a very special guest here.
Hey everyone, this is Philippe Bergeron, otherwise known
Tu não é fanboy da Ubi não, né, Andinho? Claro que não, pô. É Activision também, ô Máximo. Pelo amor de Deus, velho.
Tell us exactly what's going on here.
Luiz, já tá perto. É, velho, já tá perto mesmo. Perdemos o ano aí por causa desse coronga aí, mano. Muitos planos aí tiveram que ficar... A gente teve que adiar, né? Infelizmente. Caraca, velho.
So who exactly is Rued, and why does Eivor sort of want to pick a fight with him?
Basically, Rued comes into play about halfway through this story arc where...
Mano, não posso ver porque já dá logo vontade de jogar, velho.
Rued basically caused a lot of turmoil within the territory, and Oswald, who's the sort of elderman to be to inherit this territory, needs your help to take him down.
Não sei se vocês perceberam aí, quando você dá um golpe, cara, o sangue espirra na tela que você vê.
So Fizz, as you're talking,
tipo assim, não tem como você não ver, velho.
Valhalla. Can you tell us a little bit about the changes to combat?
Sangue espirrando.
We wanted to basically add a lot of new mechanics to it.
Jorra sangue pra caraca, mano.
Building for the player, like a stun system in there, and we really needed to do this to sort of portray that sort of the brutality that comes with being a Viking in this day and age. So it sort of
uma coisa que eu tô curtindo é a diversidade de golpes, finalizações, armas que você pode usar. Você pode colocar, como eu falei, uma marreta numa mão e, sei lá, pode colocar uma espada, alguma coisa na outra. Entendeu? Ou então uma marretinha aqui e um machadinho aqui, você também pode. Achei da hora pra caramba isso.
And finally, it's revealed that our elderman, our ally, Oswald, is still alive and Rued has him captive.
So this is what it comes to, Wolfkist? 2 Danes fighting over a filthy Saxon whoreson? If this swine is your prize, come and get him.
So now that we've seen that Oswald is alive, we have Rued within our sights. What's the next step here?
So the next move for Eivor is to finally face off against Rued. She has her allies; they can take care of the rest of the
batalha
army.
naval. Eu acho que não vai ter não, Susmoto.
Against Rued in one of our boss battles, actually.
Your battle is not yet won, Oswald.
And it's worth pointing out, actually, that here what we're showing is the player going and facing off against Rued aggressively, but we tend to always
especial achei da hora de lançar jogar os machados.
So the player could have approached just a little bit more stealthily and gotten
aquele chute do Odyssey.
On either Rued
aquele agarrão com bicão.
Play this a little bit more strategically if that's your playstyle.
Aquele ali pareceu um Ctrl+C, Ctrl+V, hein?
One of my preferred strategies is to eliminate the wolf first. Just focus fire on him. It takes at least one opponent out of the combat. Now, Rued will have extra abilities that come into play if you do eliminate his wolf. But I think having one opponent less in the battlefield makes for a good strategy in the whole.
Olha lá. Tá um pouco diferente, mas não tanto, né? Esse chutão aí. Viu ali? Apareceu aquele pontinho amarelo ali. Parece que você dá mais dano se você dá um golpe naquele local que aparece, brilhando no inimigo. Eu acho, né? Não tenho certeza. Eu acho que você cancela o golpe do cara. Alguma coisa assim.
Alright, so we've defeated Rued, we freed Oswald.
Não curti esse sistema de RPG. Ah, mano, eu curti pra caraca, mano. Curti mais esses novos que os antigos. É aquilo, quem jogou os primeiros não curtiu esses. E quem jogou primeiro esses não curtiu os antigos. Eu joguei os antigos, mas não gostei. Não cheguei nem a zerar porque eu não achei tão legal. Nem dei continuidade.
Right. So when coming up to an assault, it's a game of numbers.
Como eu falei, sou suspeito a falar porque eu já joguei muito RPG, então.
Be a stealthy Viking eliminating some of the assets, which ultimately would be strategy, you can do that, and you'll have some of the ingredients or of the assets there that will have been sabotaged, but you still need an army. So here what we're seeing is Eivor going around the countryside and raising what we call a fyrd, which is
Galera, quem não deixou o like,
and
deixa
the
o like
women
aí,
of the
por favor.
territory who come up and fight
Beleza?
in the name of a king. So here Eivor is going
Tem
around
poder
and trying
aí.
to convince people to fight in the name of Oswald to finally take down the oppressor that is Rued.
Defending East Anglia, defending you. Will you not do the same?
What? Die in defense of a lost cause?
Yeah, so she's really using like the image and like the leadership that Oswald had, what he meant to the people in his name. She's going to recruit these people.
Pretty words, Dane. But the men of Theovard have their own battles to fight.
Sim,
so we're told by this Reeve that there are
Luis.
troops, there are allies
sim,
that
claro.
could add to our cause. But first we sort of need to do
Complicado,
them
né,
a
velho?
favor. Is that right?
Yeah, so
Já tô pensando aqui no meu, o que eu vou fazer com o meu quando lançar o Series S e o X. Tô pensando o que eu vou fazer.
That there is hope, and so here
Se eu
Eivor is
deixo aqui,
basically
se eu vendo,
helping them take
enfim.
back one of their prized locations by taking a couple men and raiding a nearby
Pensando
township,
ainda.
basically taking it back for the people and showing that
Não
there's
achei tão legal, não.
a reason to continue fighting and then get them on your side.
Cara, na moral, as
When
finalizações
Eivor does this,
estão
obviously
muito
you have access
loucas,
to a
velho.
full suite of abilities. So again, the improvements that we've done to the fight system, you have some brutal axe throwing in there. You have archery or like range combat abilities in there as well. So really, again, like depending on what your playstyle is, you can customize your loadout and go in there how you wish.
Ó, o fogo. O NPC pegando fogo eu achei um pouco mais legal, mais realista.
So that is what we call the Odin sight. The Odin sight is basically our interpretation of the eagle vision from previous games, and we thought it was good to sort of bring that back. It's basically Eivor's intuition. It's how she perceives the world. When player uses that, it'll highlight basically interactive objects, like things that will bring her an advantage. So we'll have arrows, like health consumables that are in there. So it really is like a good way of sort of understanding the world and showing you like things that you can go and touch.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of things we can touch, we just picked up this awesome new weapon.
It's something we wanted to play with on Assassin's Creed Valhalla, where we have fewer weapons in the game, but you can invest in them more, so they become your weapon. And so depending what your preferred playstyle is or your preferred weapon type, then you can go and choose, I'm gonna fight with this weapon and invest heavily into that.
Não zerei não porque eu não gostei do game, o Sugimoto.
Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
They unlock skills for the players. So here
Eu não iria continuar jogando um game que eu não curti, não tem sentido nenhum.
Throughout the world, so again to promote exploration and discovery. As you travel through the world and you explore locations, you can find these books that will add abilities that you can go and invest in.
Jogar por jogar, aí você não tá se divertindo, tá ligado? Você tá jogando forçado.
And use those depending on what your playstyle is.
Now we've recaptured this village, we've secured more troops for our assault. Let's jump back now and figure out what we want to do with the ruins.
Tá, o Infinity tá muito mais, velho. Muito mais violento.
The rightful king of East Anglia has spared your life today, and so it will be.
Tá muito mais, velho. Esse lance de arrancar braço, decepar a cabeça. Não tinha isso aí não, velho. Tem mais sangue jorrando, entendeu? Tá mais brutal o game.
Eivor decided to let him live. Rued is really angry about that.
Muito mais
being a Norse Viking,
brutal.
being put to the death in battle is your road to Valhalla. So he was basically denied access to Valhalla in this situation. Obviously, all of these decisions come into play later on in the game, so we have very difficult decisions for the player to make. We didn't want to have easy decisions.
Yeah, you know, when I was playing, I decided to listen to Oswald and spare Rued's life. but what exactly is the relationship like?
Tava desconfiado com esse jogo. Tá, mas não.
Eivor and Oswald is an alliance. It's basically Eivor is surrounded by territories.
Tá desconfiado, mas não, Infinity.
Initially getting into England are hostile towards her, and obviously, if you want to set up a new settlement, you want to make sure that your neighbor is friendly. So here in East Anglia, Oswald is the man for the job, where putting him into a position of power would help her sort of secure her territory. So earlier on to the territory.
Ô, Sugimoto, é que nem eu falei, mano, nada contra quem gostou dos primeiros. Entendeu? Cada um tem um gosto, mas eu não achei tão legal, não. Talvez eu tente jogar novamente pra ver se eu curto o game, mas, cara, primeira vez ali, peguei pra jogar o 1, o 2, não gostei nada,
region of East Anglia. So before we head off to Oswald's wedding, what do you say we head out, have some fun, and see what we can get into in the open world?
That sounds great.
So we see a cat here with a
Mas eu penso em pegar pra jogar de novo, pra ver como é que é. Entendeu? Eu até comentei com o Máximo isso daí já. Tá faltando eu e o Máximo pegar os primeiros aí pra zerar, né? Jogar a gente já jogou, mas só não zeramos. Eu acho que o Máximo não zerou também não. Ele falou pra mim que não curtiu muito também. Aí, a gente tem que tomar essa vergonha na cara aí pra pegar pra jogar. Ô, Máximo, a gente tem que tomar vergonha na cara, hein, mano.
You're trying to help a kid with his cat and ultimately get that cat to sort of join your crew as a cat raider.
You just said cat raider way too casual.
Melhor YouTube entrar em contato com a Ubi.
Viking raider on my longship?
That's exactly what I'm telling you.
Oh my god.
É o Sugimoto. Nem fala, velho.
So yeah, as you're riding around the rivers of
Nem
England,
fala. Tá muito violento, velho. Tá muito violento.
Your Viking raiders company.
O Infinity tá com vontade de jogar agora.
Gameplay here now. Can you talk a little bit about how that works and functions in Valhalla?
Yeah, so starting out on this project,
a gente vai ver o real potencial do game quando a gente estiver com ele em mãos, porque você tá com o game em mãos pra jogar é outra coisa.
Designed for longship that had a very shallow hull, so it permitted them to go very far inland very quickly.
Tava conversando com o Michel sobre esse assunto do Assassin's Creed. Eu prefiro os atuais, ele prefere os antigos. O Máximo, é que nem eu falei, velho. Cada um tem um gosto, né, velho? Mas o Michel não vai deixar de jogar, não, né? Duvido muito. Manda um abraço aí pro Michel, mano. O 1 e o 2 eu concordo. Ô, Sugimoto, mas foi exatamente um desses motivos que eu parei de jogar. A gameplay é muito travada, velho. Eu achei muito travada. Eu vou pegar, vou dar uma chance pros primeiros ali pra mim zerar. Vou tomar essa vergonha na cara aí. Galera, o game tá bem bonito, hein, em relação a cores, hein. Não sei se vocês estão notando aí. Ô, Márcio, essa é a chance pra jogar na ACAndeR, hein, velho. Caraca, esse game aí na ACAndeR, meu amigo. Pelo amor de Deus, hein.
It's cruise control for the ship, so you can pull back, take in the scenery, listen to some songs,
olha isso,
some stories, and just take it all in.
So, speaking of Viking songs, we have an activity here that's not exactly singing, but kind of related, right?
Yeah, so here what we have is what we call flighting, which was an activity that Norse people would partake in. They would like to have a battle of wits and sort of poetry where insults would be thrown back and forth between each other. The idea was to try and have a good insult, but also to have a good rhythm and a good rhyme in there.
So it's
basically a precursor to
mano,
rap battles.
Here's the silver. Now
eu não sei, velho. Tá travada a tela, mano? Como assim? Calma aí que eu vou ver agora aí.
Fools and their knowledge is flawed.
Well.
How exactly do you go about
Foi o Chrome que travou, velho. Tu acredita que o Chrome travou? No programa, acho que o programa tá zoado o programa. Vou ter que ver se tem alguma coisa pra fazer, reinstalar ele, alguma coisa. Acho que voltou aí agora. Zoado pra caramba. E agora você tem um tempo ali de responder, hein? A pergunta, hein? Mostra o tempinho ali. E eu acho que ele vai ser na pegada do Odyssey, hein? Eu acho que vai ser no lance de...
So now that we've proven our sharp tongue and wit, I think it's time for a bit more relaxing activity.
De acordo com as suas atitudes, né? Com as suas decisões, o game vai tomar rumos diferentes. Eu acho. Caraca, lance de pesca? Sério?
This is used basically to play into our new health loop where the player will lose health in the world, and it doesn't automatically regenerate like we would have in the past. So you actually have to go out and get some supplies.
Caraca, que
da
hora,
mushrooms and some food that you can gather. But here, like you can also catch some fish and consume that to regain some health. We also will sometimes have it in certain quests, so it's a good way to sort of
percebido não, Máximo. Valeu aí.
Of the water.
Tinha nem notado, velho.
Take it all in.
Parece The Witcher 3.
So this is what we call one of our offering altars. So the idea
Fala isso não, mano, que daqui a pouco o nego começa vai começar a falar que copiaram o The Witcher, nego é foda.
Here what you're seeing though is sort of like
o Assassin's Creed 2 eles melhoraram um pouco.
As you do your offering, you get interrupted by some kids that basically come and steal your stuff.
Entendi, o Sugimoto. Vamos ver, né, mano? Vou ver se eu pego pra jogar.
Yeah, this seemed like a really sort of unexpected turn for what I thought was going to be kind of a simple interaction.
Yeah, and it's really what we were trying to do with these events is to give another dimension to Eivor, other than just, you know, the pure rar Viking or the politician. Because you can imagine at some point that will grow old if you're always telling that version of the character. So it lets us really go into the depth of who is Eivor, what motivates her, how she can interact with the world outside of warfare and politics.
But your stealth needs work.
And it also showcases like a different facet of the world at the same time. It's not only Eivor, so it just widens the breadth of the stories that we can tell.
Adotou sistema de RPG, sistema de Fallout.
These are kids of East Anglia. They are going through tough times with whatever Rued's been doing for the territory. And so they're just here trying to survive and
eu tô ligado, eu tô te zoando, pô.
The people that are there to make offerings.
Tô ligado, mano.
It was kind of nice to see that Eivor wasn't really necessarily upset at them for stealing, and you know, after you talk to them, you have the choice of helping them. You can, you know, give them food, give them some money, or you know, maybe just say, hey, good luck.
Mas eu não achei que tá tão diferente, assim, em relação à vegetação, essas coisas. Posso estar errado, a gente tá vendo também gameplay no YouTube. É notável que a resolução tá bem reduzida. Tá chegando pra gente aqui muito baixa a qualidade. Pra mim tá baixa aqui, imagine pra vocês. A gente vai ver o real potencial do jogo quando lançar, mas eu não diria que tá igual o The Witcher.
Here, large walker.
A necklace.
Yes, it's a St.
Tá um pouco melhor.
You're welcome here anytime, large walker. You're one of us now. Visit us, okay?
I will. Take care now, small green walkers.
Sem dúvidas,
So I think
Infinity.
AC veterans might recognize this here, but what exactly is Eivor chasing down?
Yeah, so here you're seeing Eivor running down one of our tattoo images. So this is challenging the player on free run abilities, but also for fans of the series, sort of pulling at their heartstrings for some beloved features.
So are we going to be able to tattoo Eivor?
Yes, by collecting these tattoos, you actually bring them back to your settlement, and then you can customize different body parts, having different tattoos.
A única coisa que eu não acho tão legal em Assassin's Creed
é que eu acho que represent that Viking culture.
Que assim, a física não respeita muito, cara, a situação. Caraca, você vê ele subindo a escada ali, velho. Ele não sobe degrau por degrau. Tipo, ele sai atropelando tudo, tá ligado?
I saw all the doors were barred, but I knew that because there was a chest in there must have been some way to get inside. So I went around the back and, you know, found a way in.
Yeah, I'm glad you actually caught on to that. You're pointing at something that we wanted to work on a lot on Valhalla, where we wanted the exploration to make you feel smarter. So we played a lot with puzzle solving, so making sure that every house that you find sort of appeals to you, like it draws your attention, and then when you want to come and explore, it's not given to you. You still have to work for it a little bit, so it'll challenge you on your observation skills, logic, just trying to find how do I get into this. So we play a lot with level design, quest design to offer challenges to players, and you basically come out of it like with a better feeling for the exploration, but you also get to see more of a story behind these locations, which we've crafted. So it gave us a little bit more time to sort of slow down the experience and tell a different version of a story.
Mano, é que nem eu falei, quem tem uma TV top aí, caraca, esse game aqui vai ficar muito bruto, velho.
Just finding things out in the world, I was just wandering and came across this clearing and found this kind of morbid altar.
Yeah, so this is one of our bigger events that we have scattered in the world. So as Eivor explores, she can find altars like this, and by interacting with them, here it's a trap that's been set by this character named Regan. Now there's a bigger story behind all this. There's multiple steps to it later on. So this is one of the moments. It permits us to go into a slightly more mystical realm and play with a boss fight that has more magical abilities, if we will. And basically have this awesome boss fight in the middle of the swamps. And so here the abilities that you can see Regan using are a little bit on the mystical side of things. What's happening is Eivor at the beginning in that trap is poisoned, and so she starts sort of hallucinating, seeing the world in a sort of different light and filter, and so that's sort of what lets us go into the realm of the weird.
Spirit of my father's rage, fill me!
Olha isso, cara. Caraca, mané. O golpe da mulher arranca pra caraca, velho. Arranca muito sangue. Ih, ganhou uma arma. Pegou as armas dela.
So we just saw here that Regan belongs to something called the Daughters of Lyria.
Yeah, that's correct. By finding the other daughters, you'll get a little bit more backstory on who they are, so we don't want to spoil that too much. But it creates a sort of greater story that is not on the main path in any way, but
a adaga
it's still very
grande,
rich and
caraca, mano.
adds
Parecia uma espada,
the
mano.
lore of this world and actually plays into history.
Parecia ser uma espada ali.
So we just had a really exciting, really intense boss battle. I think it's time for something a little bit more relaxing and calming now.
Yeah, it's all about pacing yourself with the highs and the lows. So here we have a low chill moment of what we call building a cairn. So Eivor, as she explores the world, will find these sort of meditative areas where you have a pile of rocks that you could just stack on top of one another using physics. And I mean, yeah, the ultimate goal is to try and get the highest pile of rocks, but really it's about taking in the sights, relaxing, taking a step back, and just building something.
Together we stack stones into cairns.
Caraca, que doideira, velho.
Yes. Think of this as a test of mind and wit. Stack the cairn stones high and wide into any shape you like.
I mean, you can spend as much time as you want building these things, making them as high as you want, as weird as you want. I'm sure like a lot of these stuff will end up on the internet, like people comparing structures. And the cool thing is that once you've built it and you decide to get out of it, it sort of stays there. And so that's yours, right? And until the moment where you come back and you want to build a new one, it's sort of cool that we were able to give that to players to express themselves.
At this point in the demo, we've explored East Anglia, we've met some children, we've broken into a house, we fought a boss, we built a cairn. I think now it's finally time to go and head off to Oswald's wedding.
Yeah, so this is the moment it's all been building up to. By the moment you get into the territory, sort of like mentioned by Oswald,
Assassin's Creed
he's
aí,
trying to get married with his Dane lady. And so as you go through the arc, that's sort of like the underlying thread. Really, it's about Rued creating turmoil in the territory and helping Oswald sort of get above that and show that he's a good leader. And so you finally, after going through all of that arc, finally get these two together, go through their wedding, and you're invited to attend the ceremony. And then all the activities and fun times that comes afterwards.
Yeah, as much as we've seen the brutal side of England, it's nice to see, you know, the joyous side of it as well.
Yeah, and it's something we really wanted to play on in Valhalla, where being a Viking is not only about being a raider or a warrior. I mean, there's revelry, there's feasting, there's partying that goes, and like if someone knows how to party, it's a Viking. And so here, this is one of our opportunities to sort of show what a sort of Viking gathering is. And what's cool here is it's a good alliance of Norse culture with Saxon culture, sort of smashing those things together, and building bridges.
Yeah, I mean, what's a wedding without some drunk archery, right?
Yeah, so like anything can happen in a Viking event, right? Eivor, yeah, here, just get drunk, shoot some arrows.
Barely a challenge.
Steady all, and ready yourself for the wedding race. The king and his bride against all.
My king, he...
So here we see the decision I made to spare Rued came back to bite us.
Yep, that's the decision you made, coming back. So as we said before, all of your decisions have consequences, and this is a big one.
I challenge you. I accept.
You're basically presented with the option to sort of step in for Oswald, fight the fight for him, or let him go and fight his own fight.
Yeah, you know, personally, I chose to fight myself because I thought Eivor is the type of person who likes to finish what she started.
Plank by plank, and a dead king cannot keep his oaths. Let me finish this.
Oswald, you gutless Arya swine! I'll slay the wolf-kissed, then hang you with your own tongue.
How does this encounter with Rued differ from our previous fight with him?
So at this point, you've eliminated his wolf, so it's just him, and so he's angry at this point, and so he will start using his big gun abilities like fairly early on in the fight. So it's way more vicious, way faster. There's less strategy. He goes literally swords blazing at you.
Eu tô falando sobre o game tá mais sangrento.
This is a fight to the death. And of course here, like, this is a decision you made to go and fight him, but there's multiple outcomes to this scenario. You could have let Oswald fight his own fight and prove basically his station as the rightful leader. If you had eliminated Rued, obviously this would not have happened. It would have been a slightly more joyous occasion. But ultimately, in all scenarios, you still have an alliance with Oswald. He's proven to be the right leader for this territory, and to be a good ally for you.
Anglia a great service. I promised you an alliance, and now you have it.
And one day I will need you to make good on that alliance.
So we're about to take off from the wedding, but Eivor decides it's a good idea to check up on her friend Finner.
Yeah, so Finner is probably one of the more recurring characters in this arc. You get to meet him very early on. He's a very endearing character, sort of used to have a Viking life, sort of misses it, and going through all these adventures together is sort of like lights that fire back, and so he's willing to join you in your raiders. So he's one of many raiders that you'll encounter in the game, and you can sort of recruit, bring back home, and then have them sort of join you on your adventures on Longship. He can tell you these stories that we're telling you about. You get to know a little bit more about him. So again, it's a fun way to sort of discover more about these characters that you meet and bring them along for adventures.
Together. I'll gather my things.
Well, folks, we've come to the end of our Assassin's Creed Valhalla playthrough. Fizz, thank you so much for joining us. When and where can people play it?
Assassin's Creed Valhalla will be out on Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5, and is coming to Xbox One, PlayStation 4, PC, and Stadia on November 17th.
É, galera, o game tá bom, hein? O game tá bem top, hein?
Everybody, thanks for joining us. My name is
galera, já vimos bastante aí. Vou encerrar a live aí, beleza? Não esquece aí, galera, de se inscrever no canal, deixar o like. E é isso, galera. As lives são no Facebook Game por enquanto. A gente vai ficar fazendo um tempo lá a live. Esses dias não teve porque tava resolvendo o lance de internet. A internet tava bem zoada, bem mesmo. E não tô nem conseguindo postar vídeos normalmente aqui no canal, mas acredito que até segunda-feira já tá tudo normal já. Até amanhã, no caso, né? Tô vendo um pacote melhor aí pra melhorar um pouco a internet, pra poder postar os vídeos aqui e fazer as lives lá no Facebook. E vamos ficar fazendo as lives lá durante um mês mais ou menos, fazendo um teste pra ver como que vai ser. Beleza, galera? Ô Infinity, te espero lá, hein, mano. No Facebook, hein? Tamo junto, galera. Um abraço aí. Mais tarde tem live lá no Facebook, 8 horas da noite. Beleza? Um abraço, galera. Falou. Tamo junto.
Right, so the looting phase, many folks will be familiar with, but in Hyperscape you do have those supply crates that you may be lucky enough to find. And what's the deal with supply crates?
So supply crates are placed around the world, so you'll hear them and then you can go and find them, and then inside them you'll find weapons and hacks. Usually you find slightly better weapons.
Falou, Luiz. Tamo junto, Luiz. Um abraço, mano. Mais tarde a gente volta aí. Só que desta vez no Facebook Game. Vai ficar fazendo uns testes lá. E se a gente vê que vale a pena continuar lá, a gente continua. Se a gente não tiver nenhum problema. Eu tô sentindo uns problemas lá de fluidez. Mas vamos ver se vai persistir isso. Caso persista, aí a gente pula pra Twitch. Não dá pra ficar fazendo lives aqui no Facebook não. O máximo que dá pra gente fazer aqui no YouTube, quer dizer, é lives de eventos. Beleza? Mas é isso, galera. Tamo junto aí.
He's been eliminated and he's turned into an echo now. So he's going to wait for his friends to bring him back. So he's going to go to one of these restore points, which are basically places where someone else from another squad has been eliminated, and you can be restored and brought back to life at one of those points.
So the action pretty much never stops in the game. If you're eliminated, you're not out.
You're not stuck